MVP of last game.
Next game. Mind reader.
I think resolution for me. I mean, being that role is like just controlling the game. Like that's what you have to do for your team. So I think that he played the most stable game. I mean, it wasn't necessarily like an insanely good performance, but for me, he made the picks happen. He basically made solo have a really, really shit time, and that in turn makes it so like Silent gets free farm, your supports are free to do whatever they want. Like always when Flying Van Score got to pretty much have free reign. So yeah.
The way they used the AA ulti with the poke meant he could get like 3 or 4 solo kills. Like
yeah, it was really nice.
Really. Okay. That seems to be settled. People who are interested in maybe getting a beautiful gaming motherboard, all you have to do is go to facebook.com/ROGNordic and write who do you think is the MVP of the week so far, 2 games. But, I mean, we already hear what we had to say. By the end of the week, maybe some of these guys are the MVPs, maybe some other guy. And some other guy could come from this next game, which is Cloud9 versus Team Dog. Now, guys, we saw Cloud9 haven't lost a game. They're, I think, 2-0.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
I'm personal Cloud9 manager.
Right, of course. Yeah, I'm fanboy number one.
Fanboy, not fanboy.
How are you not a fanboy?
Look, I'm biased about many things. Not biased about C9.
Right.
Right.
Aren't you going on to a romantic holiday with
Dude, that's like saying Tony's not biased.
Look at that. Isn't this guy like your best buddy?
No,
I don't know. I was just guessing.
Curtis and I are close. Yeah,
they've actually been friends since they were like 5.
Yeah, I think they went to the same
It
school.
goes beyond Dota.
Right.
All right.
You just pulled that out of your arse, by the way, did you?
What?
That's not actually a thing.
No, it's not a thing.
No, clearly no.
It's okay. I know Bruno's gullible, but it's not like that. I'm just saying.
Anyways, yeah. So Cloud9, a team that's been playing really well in the Dream League so far. Not so well in some of the other tournaments. I mean,
doesn't matter.
But yeah, that's the thing.
It's not Dream League.
I know for a fact, right? And here's like, I'm turning into Bulba right now. Like I'm Bruno into James into Bulba. But I know for a fact that certain teams in the past have said, I do not care about this particular tournament, and they do not play well in a particular tournament.
So why even join the tournament?
Well, because
are they like made to join it by the
maybe
people
a new better tournament appeared later, and they lost interest on the previous tournament, and they already had the commitment or something. I don't know.
Just
for
win
Dream
everything.
League, by joining, you get free cash.
Yeah, that's true. Like if we get to $100,000, people buy the compendium.
Like replacement, like top 3.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If we get to $100,000, every team gets $5,000 just for participating in the Dream League. That's $1,000 per player.
I actually get a chair.
And you get a chair for $100,000.
Probably the main thing.
Well, I mean, you have one now. You're just being greedy. Like,
if you call that, you can sit on that the next game then. All right, fine. Yeah. You sit on that chair, and then we'll see who's complaining.
You know, well, you need a chair, and you know who needs $5,000? I mean, everyone needs, right? But some team that actually is kind of new team in the scene.
Damn.
It's Team Dog.
You're saying they're not going to go the whole
I like how you just inadvertently said they're not getting in prize money. Here's your $5,000.
That's
unbelievable.
These are the guys: Misery, MSS, not Demon playing today. Apparently, Demon might not be playing in the team anymore. Ever. I don't know. It's a kind of weird situation. Nothing has been officially confirmed. But he's kind of like the standing right now, and MSS took the role of the mid player in the team. And a guy that's never a stand-in, it's Misery.
I just love that hero profile. Ricky, CM, and Enchantress. It's just like, okay.
Well, you know, here's the thing, right? He randomly plays either support or carry, depending on what Taikar is feeling like. So he does that, and they have this amazing logo, the $5,000 logo.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Is that what we're calling it?
Maybe if like they actually get in money, they could get a real logo.
Yeah.
Or just they could pay a dog.
I mean,
a different dog.
Okay. Yeah.
A dog.
What's wrong with that dog?
I know. I'm not feeling the. I don't think he's actually talking on the phone.
Misery Dota. I think it's Misery Dota. Tweet your Team Dog logo, so maybe they change it and get one better. But for now, we have that. I think it's cute. You know what else is cute? Dota 2 games. Let's go into the draft.
That one was a stretch.
That was so terrible. I don't know, man. That was something. All right, so last game of the day, Team Dog taking on Cloud9. Lumi, I'm not even going to ask your opinion because I know you're going to say Cloud9's going to win.
You know, it's good to end on a high note, guys. It's a long day.
On a high note.
C9's going to win. Lumi's going to smile.
I'm not taking your chair. It's got your Argentinian musk on it. I'm going to sit in this one.
Beautiful. This draft, holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's typical Cloud9 to go for something like Drow, but against Naga, Siren, and Mirana, I actually think it's okay. Just because, sure, if you get netted or arrowed or something like that, you're going to die, but I think the same can be said for most carry heroes. And let's be honest, if you put it mid, it's still pretty hard to deal with, given the fact that right now, Team Dog, they don't have really... I mean, they have some roaming, I guess, if the Naga Siren's going to potentially be playing a non-farm role, which I would actually find kind of hard to believe, but I guess it is possible.
I think the Centaur represents a lot of things, different things. Remember when Fnatic played against Cloud9 in their opening match? We saw the same matchup, Drow mid, and then it was Trixie Centaur
and
off
this
lane.
is the same thing.
Okay, so...
The same exact 3 heroes.
Was it?
Yeah.
They won Naga and Mirana as well?
No, I mean, like, Cloud9 have the
Oh,
same
yeah,
three
okay. Yeah, so my question is, if he gets into Drow's face with a Blink Centaur Stomp, what is going to be the response? So is it going to be...
pushback?
I get, well, not when she's stunned.
Blink dagger.
Well, I mean, ideally, like, Pylai the last time they played this, they had him, like, perfectly positioned
Right,
every single
Pylai
time.
just prevented every single initiation. There was a Bat Rider that tried to kill me, and that never happened. So is Pylai going to do that? Or is it going to be something else? Because the way I see it, Doggy has such a team that's so good to get in your face. Not only are they going to blink in, stop you, drop in with like arrows and chain frost, they could use other methods like a song and then walk in and do that, or Moonlight Shadow and get away. I just feel like...
do they have a good team for song initiation? I mean, typically you think of heroes who have like some kind of overlap, like Disruptor's really good.
Okay.
Because you can preemptively use Storm. We saw that against, I don't know who was against, but Fnatic were playing it. Like, No Tail had a Scepter. And he would just Storm on the Luna every single time, and there was no way she could be KB. I like those kind of heroes with Naga, but they don't have anything like that. I feel like this is actually a disengage ult than it is more of an engage. Sure, you can use it either way depending on the situation, but I just feel as though, well, I guess you could Centaur ult and use it. I mean, it's not great.
You set up
but
an
it's
arrow with
okay.
it as well.
Yeah, you set up arrows.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels a bit sketchy to use it that way.
One interesting to point out is that Visage birds have such a hard time against Centaur return. Like, you use a burst to touch Centaur, and your birds are just like dying. So that's
You'll be aiming for Lich though, or the other support.
I mean, I feel like Lich, again, it's a questionable draft. Like, Frost Armor is nice, but with the damage output of Cloud9's level,
They like
actually...
taking it with Drow though. That's the key, I guess. In
No,
this.
I'm saying that's fine. Like, I think Visage and Drow works well together. I'm just saying Lich doesn't actually stop that. It's picked for the laning, like Andy's suggesting, or the Frost Armor, or Chain Frost. I'm just personally not very impressed with Lich as a hero.
I think that in this draft, Lich feels a bit weak. I kind of agree with that, because so effective, because like against some heroes like range, Frost Armor is good because you lose distance when you auto attack and you have to like continually chase, and sometimes you can not get the full extent of your damage. But if you get hit by a max rank Frost Arrow, the Frost Armor is not going to keep you away from Drow. You know, like, you're still going to get hit. Storm, sure, he might have to expend a tiny bit more mana with his balls to be able to get in, but that doesn't really matter either, because he's going to be going like on your head when he goes in, because you have to be very close to
Attack speed actually
Vortex.
affects Storm quite heavily because he has to get the full combo. You know, he has the remnant.
Yeah, but
attack,
it's a minimal amount of slow for the range. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the values are different.
Yep.
For ranged heroes.
I believe that's correct as well.
Maybe. It doesn't say it on the tooltip, but I'm pretty sure it's like not as effective.
What, like 50% or something?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
5 seconds remaining.
Put it in the tooltip so people know.
I'll
It's
work
just
on that.
a mental note.
Reserve
He's just
time.
nodding his head and staring off into the distance. It's late here in the studio. Way later than normal. Maybe not way later. What time is it?
I don't know. But I'm very hungry and tired. It is 20
Okay, so we actually are normally done by now.
on our way home.
Or home already. Bed is calling.
It is.
I'm old.
My Dota's calling.
At my old age, I just require more and more sleep. So I get like tired at like
Yeah.
8 p.m.
You were saying you woke up at
And I just
7
feel
a.m.
like-
this morning.
I just feel like a grandpa, man. It's bad. But anyway, we still got one more pick coming out from both teams here. I mean, Team Dog, are we looking at a farming Naga? Are we thinking this is another...
Well, Cloud9 seems to think this because they're
Yeah.
banning support heroes. Support hero goes well with these.
It's kind of hard to say. I mean, I feel like they could use another reliable disable, because getting into a fight and really like locking somebody down is going to be key, especially when you have heroes that can disrupt so well, like Shaker. But yeah, it's going to be an Invoker last pick.
So,
I mean, they've seen this before, right? Cloud9's gonna block mid with Earthshaker. It's gonna pull the creeps and deny to the Ancients.
Cloud9 played Aircheck, or maybe it wasn't them, maybe someone else played Aircheck, they didn't do it and we expected it.
No, they did. The only thing they messed it up on was... Wait, maybe you're looking at a different game, so...
Well,
Cloud9 always do this.
Do they every
10
game?
seconds, 10 seconds remaining.
Cloud9 expert, that is.
5 seconds.
So, again, Team Doggy needs to get to the Ancients fast and ward it off.
Reserve time.
Xor is at Xor. I'm kind of leaning towards Xor because of Naga Siren net and just like the chain stun that they could possibly put together. But I really think that Quaswex is good against Cloud9's lineup.
Ooh. Against Airchecker, just destroys him.
Yeah, I mean, more or less. I mean, the Storm doesn't want to get EMP'd, like, at all, just because you don't want to lose 50% of your mana, especially after you already engage. And adding a little bit more control is never a bad thing, considering the damage output on the team is so far all pretty much magic damage.
Yeah.
And then Pycat can transition later into right click if he needs to. I mean, you have Double Edge, Chain Frost, Frost Blast, Starstorm, Riptide, just mass spam. Like, that's really what Team Dog have right now.
The Drow Ranger, they played him mid like a few times and then they played him safe lane. What do you...
I'm kind of leaning towards safe lane here, because if you put the Drow mid against the Invoker, it's very easy for the Invoker to set up for
10
kills.
seconds
And I think potentially with a roaming Naga Siren, even if it's just the Naga Siren
5 seconds
and the Invoker, if you don't have Pylai Die on the lane, they can kill the Drow super easy. I mean, Storm is kind of the same thing, but either way, with an ES, I think what's going to end up happening is they're just going to do the mid lane pull, where they fissure block the lane to the Ancients. So yeah, like Lumi was saying, just block the Ancients like ASAP, just so you can make sure that doesn't happen. If you can do that, then I think you'll be pretty okay.
It depends on what they expect from Team Dog on the offlane as well. Like Storm, safe lane, especially with the help of AEI on the Visage, should be able to lane against most things.
He's against Lich though, and he suffers under loss of experience and pressure. Like.
Yeah, the last time we saw this very similar matchup, I think Fnatic also ran a Lich Centaur duel offlane.
Yeah.
Sing was playing Mirana then, and Mirana does a lot better in terms of not being able to get killed by that combo. I think Storm's going to have a similarly tough time. So we might actually see Sing Sing go mid, which is not something we see very often on Cloud9.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'm here.
we're paused, by the way.
I know, yeah, that's why I'm watching at your stream. Remember when Drow just came out? And it was really imbalanced because...
In Dota 2.
Well, I'm sorry. When
Both.
Drow was reworked and her aura affected ranged creeps.
Oh god, that was so
Permanently.
ridiculous.
Permanently.
Yeah, that was so sad.
What was really strong back then? It was... I'm going to sneak into the shop. Okay. What was really strong was Enigma, because of the Eidolons, and Visage, because of the burst.
Okay.
Now you can still pop the...
What?
I like that.
Now you can...
Where did I go?
Anyways, God damn it. Yeah, so the thing about Visage right now is that when you pop the aura range, it still affects the burst for 30 seconds.
Okay.
It's really strong in pubs.
Yeah. I mean, it's just on-demand extra damage.
How
Like,
strong is it in competitive game? Like, do you think we can actually see teams pulling off something like with a Drow with a lot of agility?
Have you
I
not
don't
been
think it's
watching any
impossible.
Cloud9 games?
Most, and I always
I watch them
one of
lose.
I always like the greediest support.
That never happens.
They just happen every time I
They,
watch
they
a game.
just do Drow Visage every game.
And how does it work?
It wins.
It wins.
110%.
Jesus.
100, like the like.
110.
They like to like him.
But I've seen. Okay.
They win 11 out of every 10 games they play.
Yeah. You just win one more victory when you...
All right.
No, you get the default because they're like, I'm not playing this.
Sometimes.
Oh, Drow going mid.
I just like random here. I'm like, I'm not playing this. It's like, no way. It's not happening.
Somebody-
But a
swap
Drow
me.
or the Visage?
Well, I think Drow is more... For me, it's okay, but I don't really particularly like to hear that much.
Okay.
And Visage is just like, nope, don't want to micro, too lazy.
Because he's going Quaswex Invoker because of the Blade of Attack.
You know, I used to say that too, and then I saw people actually go phase boots as
On-
Exort.
I just...
I know, I like Power Treads or straight into Boots of Travel. I don't
No,
know.
yeah, I agree with that. I'm just saying that I've seen people actually go Blade of Attack into phase.
Pylai
Could be
died!
a big fissure. There's all 5 of them. Are they going to get any spells off? It's everyone.
Okay. You know
Okay,
why?
so Fog didn't
Misery
have-
has sacrifice.
Well, yeah, but Fogged also didn't have a skill point in either. I I don't know, man. I actually don't know what circumstance you would not skill net. Like, on Naga Siren, is there any point at any game...
Especially as a support.
Right, as a support where you would not just get net
When you have Mirana on your team?
Yeah.
And Mirana...
Because I feel like he should have just had that skilled and they should have just killed him.
All 5 of them just come around the corner, and Pilot was like, oh shit! And there's like Fisher's 5 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, they dropped some wards in the jungle, I guess.
Yeah, but they're gonna know. Like,
They're pinging the hell out of it too.
The battle begins.
Well, he's gonna have to use 2 sentries for this one if they want to pull. Ooh, Flying Vision.
what a remnant. What a remnant.
Beautiful.
It is pretty neato. Does remnant count as like a unit to block?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Okay. It's like the fire spirits and
It's
stuff.
ethereal. Or
It used to.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure at one point it did.
In the beginning days of Dota 2, it did. In Dota 1, it did not.
Okay.
Oh,
Good old
looks like
Warcraft
Fog.
mechanics.
Oh, that's why he didn't get. He's man fighting Pile Die. Get out of here, blocking the ancients.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Even if you were man fighting, you wouldn't need Riptide to beat an Earthshaker with his massive 2 base armor.
And he's gonna ward a sentry.
The guy has
coming
a
around.
giant
Fog.
log.
Fog, what a player. He knows.
He knows, man.
He
I
knows.
mean, that's what happens when you do the same thing. Like every single game, people just eventually they're like, I know what I'm gonna do.
Nah, Pile Die. He's got the recovery method.
But yeah,
Easy.
it could work out. We'll see. We'll see. And I mean, the worst case scenario is Bone 7 comes and takes a stack.
Nope, Fissure.
Stacked, yeah. It didn't work.
Yeah, but you just want to deny this wave. Don't mess it up, Pie. All right. Good stuff.
That's ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
they
Earthshaker
actually-
should not be able to do this.
They intentionally moved the camps around so you couldn't do this.
Yeah.
Because Fnatic used to do this all the time with Wisp, and they would break the trees, and Bat Riders would do it too. They would just eat the trees and just like pull to the camp and deny all mid experience. And they changed it to make it not possible, and now people are just making it possible again.
He's going to pull the mid camp now.
Now that actually brings up an interesting question: is it just a selling point to pick ES because he can do this when you're Radiant,
No.
or is it just broken?
Earthshaker is already good enough hero where you don't need to do this, and no hero should be able to do this.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Wasn't that Puppy that used to play Earthshaker all the time?
As far as I know, he actually doesn't like Enigma. Like, I don't think he likes playing it.
What? He drafts it for himself all the
You
time.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, he's picking it because it fits the situation, not necessarily because he likes the hero. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he didn't like it.
Oh, Pie. Any case.
It's kind of the same thing when Dendy got to play Dragon Knight at TI.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then everyone was like, why the hell is Dendy playing Dragon
that
Knight?
game.
It was tough.
Dragon Knight's not a bad mid hero.
It
No,
just
but-
doesn't suit him.
Yeah, it doesn't suit the player.
I mean, he's playing DK nowadays.
He has to. Puppy's like,
It's his
"You're
job."
playing this. And then he's like, alright, it's fine. Man, who's going to argue, really?
Not that miss.
Lanes are pretty stagnant at the moment. I don't really think that Dog has really any intention on roaming. Oh, but they need to be careful.
Oh, what a
That Fissure actually blocks Misery on the wrong side, so Sing can't do any damage on his own. Aoi might try to get a couple of auto attacks off, and now he's realizing I am in a really bad spot. That Fissure totally backfired, blocking 2 of Team Dog on the wrong side, and Aoi pays the price. Pile Die is now saying, oh god, I'm so sorry.
Yep. First blood gave to smuggling, so he's gonna. You think he's gonna go quick faces? Yeah, it seems like Triangle Boot has been a very popular choice on Centaur. What do you think on the Boot's choice upgrade?
I think Tranquil is okay, just because when you're spamming Double Edge in lane, like using a spell doesn't actually break the Tranquils, but it will break if you auto attack, so I don't know, it depends. I think that Tranquils can kind of hurt you sometimes if you're trying to chase, but you should usually be relying on Blink Initiation and Stampede to stay caught up, you know, with whoever you're trying to go on.
Right.
And just having the HP regen is nice to never really have to go back to base.
I think Tranquil is somewhat underrated. When the first Tranquil came out, I thought, oh man, it breaks, it's not going to be too good. But the armor that it's left over is so good. And you're going to be spending a lot of time walking around. So having that residual regen whenever you do get it back up, it's pretty good.
When they actually nerfed Tranquil Boots, I hadn't played Dota in like 2 weeks, and I got back, and I was trying to click the Tranquil Boots, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here, guys? And I thought my keyboard was broken or something.
I really think with like the Tranquil Boot change, they should be able to be disassembled. I don't think that they should be permanently stuck as
But
those
then
boots.
everyone was buying them on like PL.
Oh, by the way,
like
Bone 7
Lulu.
is going to just die right now. I'm going to
Nice
surge
grab.
out.
And actually, they're going to try to get some return kill on
The Regoose.
Ooh, no vac.
No, it doesn't stop DPs, the silence.
Yeah, no one really has vacuum at level 4.
Meanwhile, bot lane here, Sing's in a little bit of trouble. He got Nova'd up and smuggling. He's moving fast.
Oh.
That Centaur's got boots. Oh, fogged the Nova. Fogged it
twice?
again. Fidget's going to come through. Oh, it's going to be on smuggling. They're going to try to burst him down. Here comes... Oh, my God. Do it again.
Oh,
No! Double
my
X
God.
damage magic stick. You know what you say to that? You say that worth.
It's fucking huge.
Got him.
Sing through, man.
And he decided to turn like that.
Yeah, he had to kill.
The thing is, Storm is incredibly slow. Like, he has, what, 280 move speed now?
And he's
90?
made of lightning as well, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. You figure, like, fast lightning. Logic, not even once. Of Team Dog, and currently the highest farmer in the game is Pycat, who's sitting at 27 and 16. Now, I mean, this lane is not really too hard for him by any stretch, because Murata doesn't really care about Ion Shell, and you can just spam Starstorm when things get a little bit too hairy for you.
I wasn't paying attention close to the end of the draft, but did you? Why do you think they went Darkseer instead of some of Bats or Bone 7's more common here, like Batrider or a Clockwork? You think those are banned out, or?
Honestly, I think it's because they wanted a mech carrier that wasn't Visage. I think that they wanted the Visage to be able to go Medallion, and then they wanted a hero to actually carry the mech. That way, they had somebody who would for sure be able to get the farm as an offlaner, because at that point, your last pick has to be an offlaner.
Yeah.
And who else can really give you the guaranteed kind of income to get you a mech fast enough that isn't Darkseer?
I suppose.
Oh, MSS could be in trouble here. He's going to be forced to invoke Ghostwalk, so... That's a lot of mana.
And especially at this time of the game, like even using an invoke kind of fucks up your thing you had going, because all of a sudden you have to re-invoke other spells and get Ghostwalk out, so it's actually like costs more than you think. Like.
Yeah.
Invoker is TPing straight back to base. He's expecting a gank. Meanwhile, on the bot lane here, Misery.
Soul Assumption for like 90% of Misery's health. No big deal. I honestly love Tranquils on Lich. That's probably my favorite hero to get them on.
CM's not bad either.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of CM as well. But that has like a stable mana regeneration, just, you know,
Yeah.
get the HP side as well. Yeah, this has been a fairly calm game aside from how the bot is going. We know Centaur's doing quite well because of the traits. We know Invoker's doing decently. And of course, Mirana's doing quite well. It seems like this is Dog's game plan, or at least how they want to play it, because...
Every time we've seen Cloud9, they've always like loved their Roche. It's like kind of their thing. So do you think they'll like pressure the Roche early and go for that?
Cloud9?
Yeah. Like remember they did it on Evoker. They get the Mask of Madness on.
Oh, yeah.
They always love getting Roche. Like.
I feel like for Roshan, it's more like, hey, we're doing well, we're going to kill you a couple times, and then we go for Roche. It's not exactly like a game priority.
Yeah.
So... Not
Man,
sure about
Aoi
that
is just
thing.
abusing the side shop right now. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing going on. He's buying Sobi masks and rings of regen and
Yeah,
selling them back.
nobody's able to do
and
that.
then buying them again.
Yep.
But he is going Medallion because he kept one of the masks.
We'll do that right there.
It's so funny. He did it like 10 times.
I seen a guy like it's not so bad, but with a ring of health, it's like way worse.
Well, I mean, he could have bought a ring of health. He had the mana.
Moonlight Shadow Initiation.
Yeah, he's level 6, but is he even going to be able to live through this? The Chain Frost and the double edge.
The mini stone from the
Good.
train fast.
Good night. Says here middle as well. And his Evoker's on cooldown.
All right, this is the same gank, right? Invis into Initiation. Draw's got to get...
That arrow.
But Draw has like
Arrow on
nothing.
bottom.
I mean, she has a lot of damage.
Owie. Goodbye.
In fact, Invoker's running straight up here. Oh, Fidget's going to hit. The tower's going to be there, but the cold snap, the right clicks. And he's still alive.
Watswork's Invoker is kind of a kitten, unfortunately. He doesn't really do that much damage. Midas Gaming.
Well, Cloud9, they love that shit, don't they?
They really, really do. The thing is, and I think it was actually Hani who said this during the last DreamLeague finals when we were interviewing him after a game. He said, typically buying a Midas is only good if it doesn't directly change the impact that your hero has in the game at that point in time. And I don't really feel like it changes how much he would do at this point. Like, what other 1900 gold item would give him an impact great enough to the point where you say, okay, I need this.
Mask of Madness?
Yeah, but Mask of Madness is pretty much just an attack speed item.
Yeah, and you're assuming Envy joins fights, which he typically doesn't really do until
he
much
kinda
later.
farms.
Yeah, so that's fine. A lot when other people are fighting. That's kind of what he looks to do.
Yeah. Team Dog, they've started off pretty strong. They haven't really gotten like a gigantic advantage or anything. The no towers have dropped for either side.
Now they have straight up Blink Centaur. And this is the
Again, getting smacked in the face.
Not great.
Like, Dog is bringing something back really old school, like 2-1-2, and all your lanes have really good killing potential. Reminds me of days like Sven Lina, where you just like, if you miss that once, you're eating a Stormhammer, LSA into Dragon Slave. This is kind of what we're seeing with the Lich Centaur on the bot, the Mirana, and the Naga on top. It's doing quite a lot of work. They're picking up kills here and there. It's forcing AI to move around and then still killing him. The one thing they're not doing a good job of is shutting down Envy, which, you know, he's kind of farming fast.
It's so hard to gank him in that position, though, because with the tier 1 bottom still being alive, like, going into the woods is crazy risky. There's just so many areas that, Cloud9 could react to and just come in and try to counter gank. So I'm not really surprised at the fact that they haven't really infiltrated the jungle too much, especially when they're finding kills on Sing. Sing's died twice.
Yeah, true.
You know, and it's a 10-minute game, so it's not like they're really losing out by killing another core. Sure, Envy's getting farmed, but so is Pycat.
Are they even worried about Drow at all? Because they have the initiation to, like, punish him. Like, Drow hates him.
Because if you initiate with Song to try to catch Envy, then there's a really good opportunity that Cloud9 can be able to react to that, especially if they manage to get Bone 7 with a mech. But actually, Bone 7's also going Midas, so they're not going to have a mech on him anytime soon.
Yo, you get the mech after. Really after.
Really after.
Meanwhile, you can see that the bot lane is going to be smoke ganking, and Envy, he dodged in the jungle for about 20 seconds. He does have the supports of the birds. What can I say? They can go quick kill? And the answer, I think so. Yeah, they're bursting the hell out of him. That is a quick kill.
That hurt.
Well, they want to come back here. They actually block. No, they want... What?
No. What the heck?
What's going on right now?
That was a huge waste of mana, actually, and they're not really going to get anything out of it. Misery, he's still under Moonlight Shadow. Here comes the blink in from Smoke. Like, he's going to double edge. He might have just killed himself, actually. He's going to run into the Remnant and eat an auto attack, but Pycat, he gets a double kill. Wait, no, he's on a killing spree, excuse me. Yeah, he's going to get Misery. But Sing, he does end up picking at the double, but that was so sloppy.
It was so
it's
weird.
Not done, yo. Here comes Fog. He's going to have to ensnare. There's no zip. Cheapy straight up. Where's the arrow?
Where's the
Song to cancel.
Whoa.
Yep. And that's going to be the dead kill.
Nice.
It looked pretty bad for Cloud9 in the beginning, and then it looked alright, but when things clean up, Pycat getting, 2-3 kills on that engagement? He has a 4-0 streak.
It was questionable. Pylai is definitely not bringing his A game here.
I mean, it's sort of blocked, right?
No,
it blocks the bad way, though. Like,
no, I think Sing Sing's decision to go for the Invoker is a mistake. I think he should have gone for the...
No, for sure. Like, it was a mistake, but I still think it would have been better to have both heroes on the other side.
It didn't actually block the Invoker, though. He just thought he was blocked. I thought as well.
Yeah.
Because we saw him walk past it, like, a few seconds later.
The situation was, like, really awkward from Cloud9. And sure, Sing got 2 kills out of it, but Pycat found a kill in the meantime while that was happening, and yeah, 4-0 for him.
Dyer's middle tower is under
You think a mechanism would have helped in that fight?
Dyer's structure.
Maybe. I mean, it's a good item. 250 health. It's really, oh, wow. Gets that free tornado EMP and the stomp to follow it up. Pylai totally out of mana right now. MSS, he's on a killing spree. Give Pycat a mega kill. The arrow comes out. It makes contact. Shoot arrow. Hit arrow.
Holy shit.
That escalated quickly.
That was beautiful, man.
Who was the guy that says Cloud9, or sorry, Team Dog's coming here to collect 5,000?
I think that was James.
That was James.
James.
That sounds like something James would say. Man, that guy's a dick.
Man, these guys are playing really well, and I gotta say, that was actually the first Stampede that looked like a Stampede. You're not running away, you're going balls deep, you're going in. Yeah, oh my god, what a deny from Visage.
With the pilot eye, yeah.
And he just resummoned the burst too. Ain't no proc.
That was beautiful.
Alright, so I gotta go for the team that has 2 drums right now.
That's your
That's my jam.
Yeah.
Like 2 bongos. I mean, how can you hate on it? Such a cost-effective item, man.
I remember when you were teaching Pyrian how to play Dota. Like, well, after that week or so, every single hero he'd play, he'd buy drums, and he'd be like, "Shane, it's the best item in the game." Andy said so, and I was like, "Yeah, okay."
It really is so good.
But he literally bought it on every hero for like a week.
Yeah, there's some heroes I wouldn't get it on, but there's a lot of heroes I would get it on. I'd say, like, I wouldn't get it on Darkseer.
Tinker.
And Tinker. I wouldn't get it on Silence.
Yeah, on top lane, Fog trying to run away. Perfectly chainstun here, done by C9.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this particular lineup is that if there's a tower there at tier 1, the tower would be dead. Yeah. Speaking of towers being dead, tier 1 tower being backdoored by the birds on the bot lane. Very nicely done by Aoi.
Yeah, Sig's
Saving
down
the
here,
points.
but he's got to bail. He can't save the tier 1, unfortunately, so it's a tier 1 for basically a hero pickoff, because I believe that tower is already dead.
Top one was,
They got a trade on the tier 1 because the Visage Birds got bottom.
Yeah, yeah. Alright. We got it. We're doing it. Late. Alright.
It is getting late.
With 2 Midases going on Cloud9, are you actually worried that they're down by 7 kills at this point in the game? Or do Dog have to do a lot more to actually cement themselves into a big lead?
I really think that Dog have a pretty significant advantage right now. Because, oh yeah,
Cloud9 dying.
Highlight Die just dying casually in the top lane near the tier 2. It's fine. It's totally okay. But the biggest issue really is that Sing has nothing. Like, the Storm was supposed to have more in the situation, and he just didn't get a lot of his laning phase. I mean, heck, he died twice in the lane. Like, that's not really a good thing, especially on a snowball hero like Storm, who desperately
And he
needs
was
to,
level 6 as well when he died.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's not even rushing in BKB. He's just going straight Orchid, so he's going to be kind of doing the same thing that Solo was in the previous one, where he commits to the fight so hard that he's likely going to be dying every single time that he engages.
Yeah, and big part of a lot of Cloud9 victory, AUI is generally the third core, which seems weird because he's generally playing support, but he generally has like a 20-minute Visage, and he's got 5 def. We're not even close to even, halfway there, so I think they're really in trouble with the cores not farming too well, Sing and AUI in particular. I mean, Envy's doing well, but Envy's not playing one of those heroes that could just walk in a fight and turn the tide of the fight. Unless you get a 5-man silence. So...
What? Okay.
He saw the illusion, yeah. He was panicking.
Yeah.
Oh, Sing. Going potentially for
There's the
Cat.
song.
Pops the song. Sing's out of mana.
Arrow combo?
Oh, Fissure? No, he's still dead. Oh, nice Echo Slam though from Highlight Die. Hits on 2. Fog. He's got Stampede on him, but he's going to go down to Envy. Blink stun coming in from Smuggle. Like, they're going to be able to get 1. Sing's already down. Actually make that 3.
Oh, Envy's dead.
And Envy is not... He's not having a good time anymore. The chain from downtown. Stomp in 1 second. Blink forward. There's the double edge. 4 down on the side of Cloud9. And Fogged and Cat are the only casualties from Team Dog.
Cloud9's getting wrecked.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good, honestly.
Let's just buy Midas.
For Team Dog.
What is going on?
It's like, you can do it, I can do it too.
And somebody left their freaking Skype on their tablet.
It was that James fella.
I just hear beep, beep, every couple of seconds.
No one talks to me on Skype, so it's probably...
I just have mine on D&D because there's so many people that I can't deal with the noise, because they'll be going off like every second.
Is there any reason that Bone 7 does not have a complete mech on him right now? He's got 2,500 go.
He's going to buy like bots.
Radiance.
Is he so next level? It's like, oh, I'm going to spend nothing but my unreliable gold and save my reliable gold.
Yeah, but there's no reason to save that much reliable gold.
I don't know, man. It's like...
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
He's going to die here now.
Yeah, he's pretty shy.
TP?
The creep might save him. The creep saved him! Yes!
He's dead. I don't really know what's going on.
He bought Shivas before he died, and he didn't lose a single point of gold.
So he's going Shivas against a team
that has nothing but magic damage.
Yeah, but I can kind of see it because, like, the Naga Siren, and to an extent, like, most of their team don't really have escape mechanisms as long as you're carrying like dust for MSS. Oh, Cat wants to go on Aoi pretty hard here. Has a double damage and Santade's going to be popped. Misery coming in from the back.
Oh my god.
There is no way you can run from that. Second in the meantime, this is Highlight Die.
Dead.
Oh, the wickets are split. Sing is not getting that kill. Unfortunate. Teleport.
Beautiful.
That enchant totem was pretty optimistic from Pylai. That's got to be like the most depressing thing because enchant totem, even at rank 1, it's like a double damage for you. And he's like, I'm gonna hit you with my giant tree.
Style Shield Sage and the armor from Tranquil Boots. Holy.
Well, this is a free Roshan.
Yep. I mean, whatever this game goes, Cloud9's gonna lose a lot of street cred after this game. Because I mean,
this is honestly pretty lopsided. Like, the CS, you can see that Cloud9 are like effectively farming the map. They got 2 Midases. You know, they're still getting stuff done. It just feels like they're not playing as a team. They're just like not communicating with each other at all. They're all out of position all the time.
I think this game really showcased how important Bone 7 and AUI is for the team. Because, yeah, Sing Sing and Envy is going to have the big farm and they close games out. But really early on, rotation-wise, keeping the carries locked down and then protected, it's down to 2 supports. And unfortunately, AUI's, he's had his moments denying towers, backdooring towers, but he's been picked off multiple times. Pylai dies off in his own worlds a lot of times and then gets picked off. So I don't think the support plays are keeping up.
Wait, you were talking about the deny tower. Well, that was to do with him. That was him. He fissured everyone and then the Visage Bird denied him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, deny button, though.
Let's go rewind, right? The first blood.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Andy.
I'm just saying, he's not had the greatest game.
Yeah.
So, free tier 1, top lane here.
What for? Huh.
Yeah, I think it's just because they assume they're not going to go tier 2, which I'm guessing that assumption is correct. Maybe not.
They're coming. I don't see why not. You have Aegis,
yeah, they have Aegis, so they actually might just go for a tier 2.
You have Aegis, Blink Centaur, and to be honest, you know, Invoker, or sorry, MSS, whatever his name is, as well as
Just go through every name. Just keep going.
They are actually quite farm at this point. Holy crap, I finished Heaven's Halberd, so Envy is going to have to get BKB.
Yeah, he's not going to be having the greatest time.
I think Envy can actually push faster than most of the...
If he's not afraid. He's being very afraid right now because he has no idea where the enemy team is.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's scary, man. Stampede. Yeah. The thing is, the Naga Siren and the Centaur don't even have to be there. It could just be one hero.
Dude, Envy's dead.
He could be.
He's grand.
He's grand.
He's doing fine. At the very least, Cloud9 didn't lose their top tier 2, which would have been really bad because the glyph was kind of used wastefully. But, you know.
Got that little pie. Twilight die.
He has no mana. He's just gonna leap in. Okay, that was maybe not the best positioning for a leap.
Abort mission.
The arrow landed, but he's out of here, man. See you later. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's a lot of gold for the sports.
When you're losing this
battle. Bone 7 has a Midas. And Aoi
the last Midas.
Aoi's known for like having a even in this situation he's 3 and 7 and he has a point booster, a medallion, and 1,300 gold in his 22 minutes.
How?
The guy gets creep kills, man.
Look, man,
he has 31.
He has 31, which is not a lot. It's actually
like
I'm gonna tell you on a secret, Bruno.
Go on.
Reliable gold and shopping before you die. Actually, it's a big part of like supports getting enough gold. And yeah, he's gonna die here, you know. But
let's see what he buys.
He's got nothing to buy though.
He's gonna buy an Ogre Club and 2 TPs. Here it comes. Ogre Club, 2 TPs. He got arrow. Never mind, he's out. Alright, well, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He let me down.
He should have bought Ogre Club.
Should have bought Sentries, actually.
Yeah.
A TP.
I is a little bit trouble. The Fisher hits absolutely nothing, but he does though. Okay. Song, they're out of there.
No, they're gonna fight. They got MSS. Here comes the AMP.
Yo, not looking good.
He's not even gonna pull out. He just stood there and got stunned. Sing. Sing.
Out of there.
He might live.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that was clowny.
Why is Pylai Die still there?
I am like in utter shock that he didn't fall away from that.
He got the turn, in fairness.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. He still would have dodged the EMP.
It's like Bone 7's got my back.
Because the thing is, even if you don't get far enough away, the EMP doesn't hit you if you're ball.
If you're in the ball form, yeah. It's like Sonic.
Yeah, you're pretty much Sonic.
Yeah.
Team Dog, they're all 5 down here right now. Going to get the tier 2 safe lane. No real contention. And there's no glitch. They might just make the transition mid, honestly.
I don't see why not. Shiva is completed. I'm still completely shocked that C9 does not have a mech yet. Darkseer completely skipped it, and I get the idea of, hey, if I get hit by EMP, I'm not going to use my mech, which there's more of a nod towards Shiva's, because Shiva's...
Yeah, but Darkseer has pretty good ink gain, and his mana cost isn't that high.
I absolutely agree. That's why I'm, like, when you're losing fights, a mech would help out so much.
Doesn't Darkseer have the highest ink game in the game? I'm Pretty sure.
No,
he
Pugna does.
Not the highest.
Oh, Pugna. Yeah.
Pugna and Skywrath are like 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah.
But his Syncane is not bad, is basically the point that we're trying to make. So double blink now on Cloud9. Pilot Eye and Envy both have their blinks. This could be the game changer. This could be the time where you get the 5-man dunk and then suddenly the game looks pretty easy.
I mean, the way that Pilot Eye's been dropping fissures, he needs that blink.
Well, he
Holy
got
shit.
that Echo Slam bottom lane was pretty good.
He
I mean,
needs
they
to
were
make
surrounded
sure
him.
that he puts himself in the hero to make sure that he doesn't miss because he needs the aftershock stun. Because I think he would still miss the fissure. No, I'm just kidding.
I
That's
mean-
great. It's fine.
It's actually next level fissure. He missed it, so they're like, yeah, he's got no stun. Let's go into it.
yeah.
And then he just like,
Mind fucked them.
He baited it, yeah. I don't know, man. That's pretty optimistic.
Tier 2 push up top. I don't think Cloud9 will be able to defend this.
After this, they only have 1 tower left.
Yep. Rule them all, Shane. I mean,
Tower to guide them.
he's doing so good, too.
Were you? I think he said chain like 4 times.
Fuck you, man.
What would Bruno say?
I don't know. Bruno loves me. Oh, bottom, sing. Kind of like just
Zipping.
right. Yeah,
He's gonna get stomped.
No.
no, if he did it sooner, he would have gotten him. I think he kind of hesitated because he wasn't sure if he could catch him.
It was on cooldown.
Going 7, surging away. That's only a level 2 surge. It's gonna wear off. Oh, there's
Silence?
silence. He has Manta though. He has Manta arrow.
Fissure.
Yes.
That was so close.
Feels good. Feels good to watch something go so well. You know. Actually got the kill on Sing there as well. Because of this, if he did it like even a half a second sooner, he would have been in range for the stomp. Because hoof stomp radius is actually pretty large, and then you would have been able to get the tornado afterwards, and it would have been very dead Sing. But yeah. Darkseer kill. By the way, the Darkseer is 0-3 and 0 in a 25-minute game.
Yeah, very little impact in the
Doesn't
game.
matter. Have Midas.
He's actually only taking
Top lane arrow. Sing Soul. Sunstrike's gonna come
God.
through. Bam. That's a dead Envy.
What an arrow.
No, that ain't Cloud9.
I don't think Cloud9 actually GG that much. They're going to find MSS in the woods, though.
Nice.
Orchid now completed on Sing. Yeah, that's a mega kill, so 700 gold for him.
So whenever I look at Bone 7, his Midas on CD, alright, he uses it. Okay.
Well, they're going to find Aoi, but I don't think they want to commit to this.
He has the
really.
birdie protection.
Yeah, it's a bit dangerous. I think they're more content to just kind of chill around and maybe go for the tower. So for Pycat, do you just go Deso? I think Deso's like really strong, especially when you're trying to break the base.
I like it.
Because
as
you
well.
already have Manta.
Especially against like heroes like this that don't really have that much armor.
I think it depends on how long the game you think you want to drag it to. Deso is a really good late game item.
I think Orchid is actually pretty legit on Mirana.
It could be against the Storm,
Yeah.
I guess.
But-
or if like the Earthshaker blinks in, right, and you can Orchid in before he does his full combo. That's
I mean,
also pretty useful.
that's pretty hard, right? If he brings in an Echo.
Well, I mean, if you're not actually getting hit by the Echo,
Sure,
it's
sure,
pretty
sure.
easy to
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
like
yeah.
the enchant and the fission.
Yeah, but I'm in agreement with you with the Deso. Like, if you think you're going to end the game right now, which I think Team Dog definitely can, you go for the Deso. It's
But
like the most cost-effective item.
Yeah.
There's enough money to buy it right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under
The Nectar
attack.
book. Oh, it's listen.
Lich with level
Jeez.
2 Lekko.
Yeah, he's got the Midas. Hey. Blink BKB and point booster and didn't do shit. And what did I say? You go pipe and Necro books.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a putt. Item doesn't matter like who you make it on.
Yeah, it's kind of that item.
It's actually better when you make it on a pushing team, like they had.
I don't know, man. I think you're crazy. Crazy. So,
Okay.
Smoke in the Woods, it's just 2 people just looking for picks, I guess?
I mean, they definitely can. Like, these two have so much killing potential. They picked the Invoker earlier, and they do see Misery Lich.
Oh,
This
Not
is so
exactly what they
dangerous,
want.
they have back Liches and
I mean, they have a war protection on their mid lane.
It's so funny how many wards are placed, and they're just like,
They're actually afraid to go on this Lich. Are you kidding me?
yeah,
He has a Necro 3.
he's got a book 3. Yeah, they're gonna go.
Yeah, you'll get the book up though.
Tornado! Yes,
But Sing has no matter.
that's keeping out. He's fine.
If he finds Twilight Eye, yeah.
I mean, you'll take that trade. You give Sing a kill
And
to
some baby
a
kills.
1-for-1 trade. Resummon?
We went
Resummon?
for the Deso in the end.
Yep. I like it. I like it a lot. Scouting out Roshan, not up yet. Still got, I think, 2 minutes left. Or no, it's actually,
Nobody knows, Andy.
whatever. It's freaking hieroglyphics to me, man.
Ooh, can they kill Smuggling actually?
Fucking science.
Bastards.
I mean, Magnus, how the hell do they work? Nobody knows.
and they hate each other.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
In my professional opinion.
A place to argue with you.
Apparently I'm a professor.
You were. You taught, man. Teaches me things every day.
Yeah, same.
Referring to you in the third person when you're sitting right next to me.
I am as well, actually.
That's how you know
douchebag move to do. Like
That's how you know it's getting late.
Yeah.
We're all kind of just like, what?
I already checked out. It's like C9 losing, no point.
Jesus. So much for hashtag not biased. Look out my team that I like's losing.
Not a
Fuck
biased
this game.
caster, man. I'm like,
Unbelievable.
I'm totally professional, guys.
It's just forgone. The boot spilled. He's going to buy a Blink Dagger now, and MSS picks up a Hex.
Maybe he forgot. I forgot to do that once or twice.
What, to buy boots?
Yeah. I think I was playing Weaver.
You ever walk outside in the snow without shoes on?
No, I actually brought my boots specifically for today because it was snowing today in Sweden, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm wearing my boots."
Yeah, you packed like nothing but winter clothes,
Yeah.
and we actually had like a really mild winter this year.
I have all winter jumpers, and I only have like 2 normal hoodies.
Jesus.
It's a disaster.
All right, so Roshan attempt here from Dog. I think Cloud9 should be able to react.
They're completely ready for it. They have the smoke up. They're waiting for somebody to farm bot. Is that?
I don't
is
think
that
their
the
ward
reaction?
actually
No,
sees though.
No, they're
their
not,
ward
yeah.
coverage doesn't see them walking into the pit.
I mean,
Oh, it's
by the
not-
time they
They're gonna
get
see
there,
Misery.
they have Song, they have Moonlight Shadow.
They're going around.
There's no way this could go well for Team C9.
See every single one. The sentry's dropped, but he's actually out of range. They pop the Song. Sing balls in.
Oh,
the
no.
EMP doesn't land.
This is
Unfortunately,
so
because of
bad.
the Song.
Highlight that needs the
How are they
biggest
gonna
dunk
go
of his
about
life.
this?
He's
Oh,
back. What is it? Everybody's alive thanks to Mecto, and now they're going to re-engage. Both Seven's going to melt immediately. Chain Frost bouncing left and right on the back line. Envy's dead. Ari's going to be dead quickly as well. That was the best coordinated five-man dunk. But it didn't do jack squat. That was a five-man vacuum launcher. Dunk it didn't do anything.
Holy shit, man!
How can you get that good of a combo and just lose? They get wiped. They didn't kill a single person.
Oh, the
That's-
value mech.
That's got to be GG.
It has GG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they didn't have Shivas there, which is just some damage. The Storm was dead in the beginning of the fight, and Envy wasn't doing jack squat. The Birds wasn't doing their anything.
That looked like it was going to go so well, and then all of a sudden it was like, what? No one took full life. No one took any damage. Everyone had like a million wand charges and mechs, and then all of a sudden your ulti just doesn't really feel
Actually, that's only one Rax down. If they can hold this Rax, which I don't think they can, but the miracle happens.
They can do this, but I don't think they will.
I mean, I don't think they can.
Oh, Things are already out of mana
Oh,
again.
okay. Okay. That's how I'm saying. Oh, they did now. Well, White's pilot. Highcat just left out with 2.
I feel like it actually would have been better for him to just die there.
And
fight.
they're engaged.
Yeah. Well, they'll be happy with that. They still didn't lose a single person. I mean,
Dire's
that.
bottom tower is under
I guess Cloud9 just goes with the whole never give up, never surrender mantra. You know?
Yeah, I like it. I thought it as well. Lose, but lose with a smile.
What?
You keep the smile, I get a frown.
Yeah, that's
Because I came, you're just like that. You're like, oh, we're having a great time. We're gonna. You're like 1-9. I'm just like, God, kill me. Yeah, it was good.
Down by like 20 kills. That combo would have done a lot.
So you're saying is if you're not behind, you're ahead.
The chance of comeback is very slim.
Was that a level 1 Echo Slam or level 2?
No, it was 2, I think.
Yeah, it was 2. I definitely checked right after he died. He's level 11. Unless he got some next level experience that leveled him up. Which is possible, because there were Necrobooks around.
Yeah.
I wonder if Team Dog were actually as shocked at that as we were, because when you see that happen, they're going to be able to catch up by
Tornado, let's blink.
He hexed over the tornado, though. Doesn't seem to matter.
No, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and Smogolig finds Pilot Die anyway. That poor Earth Golem guy. And they're going to smoke. Envy blinks away and TPs to the base.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Pilot Die, or not Pilot Die, excuse me, Bone 7 is 0, 5, and 0.
Man, he would have got 5 assists right there in that team.
He has not been involved in anything.
You call that 5-man vacuum not being
Yeah,
involved?
I agree. That was like...
Okay, it was a sick vacuum.
That
But maybe if he did anything prior to 30 minutes into the game.
Look, I agree he should have got a mech. But With all being
Or
said,
Boots. What do you think about Boots?
Boots overrated.
Radiant's
Okay.
top tower is under attack.
And Surge.
Just wear gloves. Then
I'm just confused how Team Dog is that clump.
Yeah, but it's
doesn't
kind
matter.
of like, it's one of those things where you see Sing is like slept and you want to try to go in and like go for the insta combo.
Oh, Bone 7, he dead. He has not the high back that Sing's hex.
There you go. We got an upset, boys.
that was beautiful.
Well, I think
Misery.
I think everyone was kind of saying, you know, like if Team Dog bring their naked in, they can perform.
Nobody was saying that here.
What?
I first picked Misery, actually.
Yeah, he first picked Misery.
So,
Bruno Next Level Tactics. But I do have to commend them because honestly they made something that we've seen a lot actually work, which is Centaur, which is still a little bit unconventional.